When dealing with people that I disagree with, one thing that's been very helpful has been to realize that most people don't really know what they believe. And that is, let's say, for example, that they say that they are Catholic. The tendency would, me talking to them about their beliefs or their life situation or trying to give them advice, I might assume that they actually believe everything that Catholics technically believe, that the official teachings of the Catholic Church are, right? That they are officially Catholic believer. That's almost never the case, though. The number of Catholics who, let's say, don't really believe in Mother Mary, or who don't do Hail Marys, or don't go to Mass, for example, is astounding. And you could say this with almost every religion. And even people who, like me, for example, I have a degree in theology, 2 degrees in theology, and I believe I understand what my church teaches, but that doesn't mean that I agree with every detail. And so the reason that's been helpful to me is because if you hear an argument from someone and you don't agree with what they're saying, and you don't agree with what they're saying because of the church or belief system that they say they have, you kind of close down some of the conversation. You're not listening anymore. And it's very important to instead treat the person like an individual. And I know that sounds so cliche, but like, they say they're Catholic, or they say that they're a Muslim, or they say, etc. You need to try your best to say, okay, and what I would suggest is you say something like, okay, this is the general direction that their beliefs will likely follow, but let me actually listen and try to understand where they're coming from so that I can actually be of support to them. Because maybe their beliefs are silly to you, or foolish to you, or you just straight up disagree with them. But if you don't understand that person, that individual, they're going to notice that. And when you argue, they're going to say, wait a minute, that's not what I believe, that's not what I think. And so now the conversation has become this, useless cycle. And the truth is, like, if you really are talking to someone about that stuff, unless you're on social media just trying to destroy people, if you're trying to talk to them for any meaningful reason, then you want to understand them, not only because it's more helpful, as I pointed out, but it's also like they will sense the fact that you actually care about them instead of attacking Catholics or attacking Muslims and they just happen to be a Catholic or Muslim sitting in front of you. No. This is a person with their own life and their own struggles and their own needs. But you need to listen and pay attention and understand and ask open-ended questions. It's one of the most useful things you can do, not only with people you barely know, but even with like your friends and family, people that you love. You're going to have a bunch of assumptions about them, even if you grew up in the same household. And if you can instead listen to what's going on for them, it'll change your life and it'll change theirs, and it'll make the relationship that much better. So give it a shot. Next time you're in an argument, try listening first.